Before operating any piece of equipment, please adhere to all safety and warning labels provided in your operation manual. This video is intended to be a brief explanation on what the features are and how to operate the Aeronarch 150 19 horsepower machine with the remote control panel. This machine has a comprehensive array of controls and indicators for each function of the machine system. Understanding the correct operation of the Aeronarch 150 series system will help you understand and recognize when the system is operating correctly. Please refer to the operation manual for further operating procedures and explanation. At the heart of the Aeronarch 150 is the remote control panel. This panel has the ability to be mounted in a variety of configurations and can operate multiple functions of the Aeronarch 150, including a high-frequency DC welder for stick and MIG welding, a generator for operating a wide range of electrical tools, an air compressor for blowing off equipment, or even an impact wrench. In addition, the Aeronarch 150 is configured with a battery charge and battery boost feature for maximum work capabilities. The features of the remote control panel include momentary switch for engine choke, low fuel indicator, and the ignition switch. The welding and battery features include constant current and constant voltage switch, the welding and battery charge selection switch, a battery boost selector switch, which will default to 12-volt DC charge, a digital readout of amps and volts, and an amperage voltage adjustment knob, and an hour or tach meter indicating the machine usage is also shown. The AC generator functions include circuit resets for the thermal breakers, generator speed control switch, boost cable connections, and 240 and 120 volt receptacles. An air compressor gauge and weld cable connections are also located on the front panel. If equipped, a tank pressure outlet is located on the side of the remote panel. On the Aeronarch 150, the DC weld generator is located inside this shielding, while the AC generator is located inside this shielding. Thermal breakers and the 12-volt battery are located here. On the machine, the air compressor's head unloaders are located here, as well as their accompanying air filters. The compressor oil is filled here, and the compressor oil drain is located here. Oil levels should be filled to the middle of the center red ring on the sight glass. The pilot valve is located here. The factory preset is set to cut in at 95 psi and cut out at 125 psi. The brass compressor check valve is located here. The air tank drain is located here and should be drained daily. The air discharge from the vessel control is located here. The machine serial tag and air vessel serial plate and certification tag are located here. Your Aeronarch 150 is powered by a Kohler 19 horsepower engine. The engine oil fill and fuel pump are located towards the top of the engine, while the engine oil filter, fuel filler, and engine oil drain hose are located toward the bottom of the engine. The fuel tank is located here. The electric choke and throttle are located here, while the dipstick and muffler are located here. Prior to operating, make sure that all fluid levels, include fuel and engine/compressor oils, are at their proper levels. Add as needed. Make sure any obstructions are removed from blocking adequate airflow to the machine. All user functions are controlled at the control panel. Apply the electric choke switch as needed while starting the engine with the ignition switch. The fault light will go on to start the calibration of the machine. If the light stays on, please consult Van Air. The engine will ramp up to full throttle, allowing the compressor to fill the air vessel to the proper PSI before returning to idle. After the system has returned to idle, you are free to begin operation of the machine as needed. Attach the weld cables to the correct weld lugs. Depending on the welding that is to be done, typical use would be, quote, ground cable negative and electrode positive. Select the type of welding you plan to perform. CC equals constant current, or arc welding. CV equals constant voltage, or MIG welding. Standard design for this unit is arc welding. Select weld mode. In CC mode, the unit will stay at idle until you strike an arc to weld. Adjust the potentiometer for the proper amperage or voltage depending on which mode you are in. The green LED will illuminate, showing which setting it is digitally displaying. Install the proper electrode. To operate in the CV, or constant voltage welding mode, you will need a voltage sensing suitcase feeder for this operation. These are obtained from any local weld supply store, online, or Van Air can assist you with this option. When using the CV, or constant voltage welding mode, the unit will ramp to full throttle and stay at this speed until the weld selection is changed to off or the mode is changed from CV to CC. You will be able to select the DC voltage setting to your choice at this time. Fine-tune the wire feed speed at the suitcase, and you are ready to weld. Prior to hooking up any battery cables to the Air&Arc 150 unit, connect the battery cables to the vehicle itself, red cable to positive port, black cable to negative port. Attach battery boost cables to correct connector on the remote control panel. Select Battery Charge option. System will default to 12-volt charge. The green LED light will illuminate as to what mode has been selected. The Air&Arc 150 is equipped with reverse polarity feature and voltage input consistency to verify that the proper boosting mode has been selected. If either of these are not correct, the fault light will illuminate. Note: if the battery on the vehicle does not have a voltage of 2.5 volts, the system will not energize. If this occurs, call Van Air for more information. In the 12-volt mode, the system will stay at idle and will not ramp the engine up to put out voltage/amperage until it senses a minimum of 2.5 VDC, or 24-volt mode. The system will stay at idle and illuminate the red LED fault light if the system senses that you are hooked to a 24-volt system and in the 12-volt mode, or vice versa. Recheck cables and control panel to correct. The compressor requires little user interaction for operation. With zero pressure in the air vessel upon startup, and the tank is to be drained daily, the engine will ramp to full speed until tank pressure reaches the cutout setting from the pilot valve. Again, the factory setting is to cut in at 95 psi and to cut out at 125 psi. The engine will return to idle when the cutout pressure is reached and will ramp back up to full speed when the pressure drops to the cut-in pressure. Make sure the tools that you will be operating with the generator are in the off position and turn the green toggle switch on at the receptacle area. This switch serves two functions. First, speed control. The engine will ramp to full speed for the duration of usage. Second, the switch energizes the capacitors to allow for safe operation and proper frequency of 60 Hz. Once engine is at full speed, you can proceed with operation of your electrical equipment. When finished with the AC generator use, turn off your tools and unplug from receptacles. Turn the green toggle switch to the off position and system will return to idle and await your next operation. For further operation procedures and functions, please refer to your operation manual.